Hello guys, welcome back to this video. Today is day 28, season 2 on the model farm, so let's get into it. Starting off down here, just got Matt's pickup parked there, and the IS200 parked up there as well. And here we've got the farmer just pushing the sheep down and closing the hurdle behind them. And they're all going down here, going through the footpath. And you've got Matt there, letting the sheep through one by one. Then you got the shearer here, just shearing a sheep there. Got half a bag left, full sorry. So we've got a bag and a half, and you've got this guy there. Then you got this pen with the ewes that have been would have been sheared. Normally they do this in the field, but they decided to do it in the yard as it's just easier. Just because there's a lot more space to sort of work around. Like you can sort of create a narrow sort of alley against the feeder barrier, where if you did that against the hedge, the wall would just get stuck against the hedge and then you'd have to get the sheep unstuck and all that. It's just not worth it. So they decided to do it in the yard this year, and they were supposed to have it done 2 weeks ago, but he was ill, had heat stroke, and then there was another reason. He didn't do it last year, I think, because he missed out the first week he had to catch up on. So he delayed himself all the jobs pretty much a week. So obviously they were able to do bales, but been left 2 weeks extra long. So they had it with a heat wave, and obviously it's still quite hot now. Luckily they've had the tree and stuff to use the shade. So yeah, moving here, got the T6080 with a weight on the front. Got all the kit piled up. That weight does look the part on the T6080, can't lie. I don't know if it's a specific brand, but I don't know, the tick just makes it look better, I think. Obviously colour matching as well. And then in here, got T6, 616, and the third spreader in the very back there. And obviously the third bags. Nothing really new going on there. Then I've got the 7740 on the Martian box spreader. Just moves it out of the way, because these are both parked in front of the feeder barrier. Just moving them out of the way for now, as obviously they're shearing. Just giving another look of the box spreader. Tyres make it look so much better than it did before. Hopefully they shouldn't get stuck, as they got stuck last year, which I think was the final straw for the farmer really. I think they might have got stuck twice last year actually. Once was enough, and then the second time he had enough and obviously swapped them. So whenever she needs to be used next, she should be fine and she shouldn't float anywhere instead of sinking into the field. But yeah, it does look nice on the 7742 fair. Nothing really new in the shed. Mini digger still on the low loader. Keenan still parked up having to wait. Farm's still thinking, does he really need this? And obviously the little sheep trailer as well, does he really need that? Because the cattle trailer is enough. The sheep trailer is just, sat there. Because if you're not using the sheep trailer, you're using the cattle trailer. Because it's handy for like bringing you and her lambs out from the shed into the field. It's also handy for bringing the ram in, because you don't need the massive cattle trailer for one sheep. But yeah, just have a think. He's also thinking, does he really need a loader tractor and stuff like that? But I don't think that'll go anywhere anytime soon. Just thinking, does he need double the same thing, like a bale trailer and a bale lifter? Surely he could do with one and stuff like that. So we'll see what he plans to do over the next couple of months. Just got these sides kit marked up, and I believe these two are both on a job next week, so I'll be sat in the pit the whole time. I believe second cut for this farm is a week 2 towards the end of August, so it's a while. But they're going to try and go higher instead of sort of, it was halfway up the pit wall last year, so they're going to try and make it as high as they can so they can still keep a bit of space at the front. Just push it all up as high as they can, even if it's higher than the pit. Just cover over it so they got a bit of space to park things in front, even if it's just a trailer, as long as it's just a bit of space there. There we go. Dump trailer, bale trailer, dog bay after. Parked up. These two have been on a job this week, moving bales for the other farm. And we've got a telehandler with the bale spikes, gear bale spikes on the front. That's just been parked there since they brought in the bales from second cut. And as you can see, they're all very shiny and fresh. Come winter, they'll be very dirty and covered in mud and what have you. There's another 6, so it'll probably be another 6 again. So it's those two at the front and the top 4. So might be able to fit the telehandler in front. Yeah, we'll see. They don't like to do too many bales, and they don't like to really have that much left over if they're gonna try and help it. So yeah, this will be another 4 to 6 weeks till third cut. If the weather obviously stays good, they might have to delay it or do it earlier because UK weather's unpredictable. Field's getting a bit of a rest with the sheep not being in it for a couple of hours. Then you got the cows here after being put back in the field after being in the field for a week at the other farm. The bull's still here. He's been in here since June, so I think around either August or September. Start of August, start of September, he'll be gone. Because obviously, like I said, he left him in too late last time, or too long. So there wasn't that much grass. So he's been in 2 months nearly, a month and a half. So if he scans them towards the end of August, or early August, end of sometime in August anyway, and they should all be in service. If not, obviously you can keep him in here with, or separate whichever cows and the bull until he has serviced them, and then obviously you can go back, and then obviously then it'll be time for the ram to come back. But I believe the sheep will be in both the fields over the winter, just so they have the Dutch barn for a bit of sort of space for kit to be parked over the winter and stuff, so it's not rusting out in the rain. Then we got the farmer's son in the 7530 with the McConnell hedge car finally out the shed. She hasn't been out of the shed since about January, February I think. So he's just doing the verges along this road. He's done the hedge obviously because they own this field, and he's doing the verge on the other side of the road. All along this road they've been asked by the council to do it, so 7530 was sat doing nothing, so they thought may as well put it to use, as the McConnell's not been used in a while, and obviously gives the farmer son something to do. He'll be at this for a couple of days because he's got this entire road to do. I believe he's done the lane down from the farm to the main road, but I imagine he's got to trim back a couple overhanging bushes and hedges and branches and that, so he'll be at that for about a week maybe, so he'll be busy. So it's all done. And we've got the contractors TM310S JCB with an elephant trunk, bale grab on the front, heading back from a job. Same with the TBT and the Fusion 4. So they've just gone and baled, wrapped and loaded, or moved them to a corner of the field for a farmer. So I take it he'll be doing bringing it to his yard, or he'll leave them in the field. So they're heading back through the town, probably get a bit of lunch maybe, well, early tea maybe, or to fill up at a petrol station. So they're just coming back there. So if you guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and bye.